Today is February 20, 2023. My name is Rob Carr of Kalamazoo Right to Life, and this is Pro-Life Week. Well, have you been following the ongoing saga with the FBI and the Justice Department targeting and intimidating conservative Catholics, pro-lifers, pro-life activists? Well, I'm sure you have been aware that things have been going on in our country with people being arrested for practically no reason at all. Recently, the FBI, an FBI memo was leaked from the Richmond, Virginia office. And the memo distinguished between, quote, traditional Catholics from the now despised radical traditionalist Catholics. They made a separation there. According to the FBI, these radical traditionalist Catholics embrace anti-Semitic, anti-immigrant, anti-LGBT, and white supremacist ideology. Okay, so who supplied the FBI with this evidence? Well, none other than the Southern Poverty Law Center, an extreme left-wing liberal organization. You know, the Southern Poverty Law Center is so extreme that they consider Christians or Christian groups to be hate groups. So you can see right there where their bent is. You know, they're just really, really extreme. And this is not the kind of a source the FBI should be using to craft memos that might change some kind of policies. Well, Congressman Jim Jordan of Ohio, good, strong, pro-life congressman, he's also the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee. He sent a letter to FBI Director Christopher Wray wanting some answers why the FBI is going after Christians, and in particular, traditional Catholics. And the day after the memo was leaked, with egg on their face, the FBI rescinded the memo. Well, not so fast. The damage has already been done with the memo. The FBI leadership team needs some answers. They need to provide answers, I should say. Or as Ricky Ricardo would say, they need some splaining to do. Okay. Groups that are terrorist-based, they have a history of violence, yes, go after them. Groups that deny free speech or deny any person civil liberties, yeah, go after them. They can be targets. But to say that Christians praying in front of abortion clinics or parents who attend school board meetings and protest because the school board is hiding stuff from the parents, whether it's promoting transgender issues or sex topics that are not appropriate for elementary school kids, those people are not terrorists. Those people are not radicals or radicalized. These people are not terrorists. They are ordinary citizens who have a stake in the game in this thing we call the American experiment. Okay, I just saw recently that in the state of Virginia, there is something called the Right to Abortion Amendment. It would be a constitutional amendment to the Virginia state constitution. Well, a few days ago, the state Senate voted 21 to 18 in favor of this pro-abortion amendment, and it would basically codify Roe, legalize abortion through all stages of pregnancy. It would ban the state's ban on partial birth abortion. The issue of abortion limits after fetal pain would be eliminated, and it would block pretty much every pro-life law enacted in the state. So it's a radical piece of legislation. And now the bill has gone to the House of Delegates. They're in Virginia, they're not called state representatives. They're called state delegates. So in minor detail. But fortunately, in this past election, in 2021, the Republicans took control of the state House of Delegates. So they now control the chamber 52-48. So as this amendment goes to the state House, if all the Republicans hang together and are pro-life, it's a big if, but if they all hang together, this piece of legislation can be derailed in the state House. Because if it doesn't, if the House were to pass this thing, it's a close vote, it's 52-48. If it passes, Governor Glenn Youngkin, the pro-life governor, is prevented from vetoing a piece of legislation that is a constitutional amendment. Now, he can veto a regular bill, but not an amendment to the state constitution. So this is very serious. We have to stop it right now at the House of Delegates level. Okay. I saw this morning on a pro-life website that I use quite frequently for my little updates. It's an opinion piece, and I'm looking at my computer screen here, so I'll be reading just the first two paragraphs. The title of the article is called "Republicans Must Never Back Down from Protecting the Right to Life." Okay, and here are the first two paragraphs. And we're looking at Virginia here. Glenn Youngkin's 2021 upset win in the Virginia governor's race introduced a new voting bloc, parents. Since then, threats to parental rights have only increased, with blue states like California declaring themselves sanctuary states for children whose parents refuse them transgender treatments. The GOP should fully embrace the new role as an ally for parents. But there's another group in desperate need of a champion: children. As the pandemic made painfully clear, children are the lowest on the totem pole when powerful adult groups, read teachers' unions, are calling the shots. This adult-first mentality dominates nearly every area of American society: sex, gender, family, education, entertainment, and more. As a result, adults are failing kids, violating their innocence, harming their bodies, and denying their primary relationships. And it's only possible because children cannot advocate for or defend themselves, which is so true. And the article goes on to basically remind Republicans that in these key issues like the right to life and family and adoption, the Republican Party needs to stand strong in favor of this pro-life ethic, the sanctity of human life, or the sanctity of all lives, children as well as the unborn, adults, widows, orphans, all the groups that Jesus talked about that we should protect and defend and take care of, orphans and widows and children. With that, I will let you go, and I will see you next time.